Now, where did you get the idea that there was a new man in my life?
Well, from you. You said so just a couple minutes ago.
No, you were the one who told me that.
Do I know him?
I don't think so. He travels a lot.
Oh, then I'll just have to stick around and take a good look at him.
Dorian, he may be very late.
Well, that's all right. I don't have a single thing to do. Besides, this brandy is so good. Do you think you could pour me another little splash?
Thank you.
Well, here we have Edwina expecting a late-night visitor. Melinda has Peter taking her to a quaint little country restaurant. And what does Dorian have? She has absolutely nothing. Now, isn't that depressing?
No, I'm sure it's not that bad.
Well, I'm not so sure about that. But I am glad I came here tonight. I really don't think I could have gone to Landfair all alone. I mean, that house just should have people in it. Maybe you should entertain more. Well, I can't possibly entertain every night. Do you think about moving into the city? Could you sell that dreary old place? I don't think I haven't thought about that. Oh, that would really upset Vicky. Maybe I should do it just to see her reaction. You could get a super place in the city. Have interesting people all around you. Dorian, you could have a salon. But on the other hand, there are certain advantages to having land there. For one thing, I know Peter would absolutely love living there. I mean, he's a very ambitious person. Much more so than many people suspect. Except for you, that is. Well, Peter and I understand each other. And I have this sense that he's not going to be content to stay very long as head of the children's wing. He's got big ideas, and I think Landfair could fit very nicely into his plans. Dorian, a few moments ago you were so upset about Peter's involvement with Melinda. No, I think he's just touched by her helplessness. He may even be challenged by her illness, but I think his main interest in her is as a doctor. I think there's more to it than that. Edwina, you really can be so naive at times. Now, come on. Peter is a very sophisticated and mature man. I mean, how long do you think he could possibly stay interested in someone like Melinda? I mean, she's so childlike and neurotic. Oh, no. When Mr. Jansen marries, he's going to marry someone who's equal to him. A woman who is very exciting and wealthy and maybe who could help his ambitions along. That someone being Dorian Lord. Well, I did get him the job at the hospital. Who knows what other doors I might be able to open for him. Peter will have his little flirtations, but he's much too clever to get into something serious. Yeah, but what about Melinda? Melinda, well, she'll just always stay in her little fantasy world. Peter would be absolutely destroyed if he married her. You know, you really don't know my sister very well. Every time I have offered to help her, she has rejected me. And the way that she went after him when she knew that he was interested in me, now that is just open hostility. Peter is her weapon against me. But she's also very clever. Oh, I've seen her in operation. She's this helpless little 19th century woman, and all the men just fall for it. But I have seen her use that trick over and over and over again, and I'm not going to let her get away with it this time. Dorian, I really don't mean to be inhospitable, but I really have to put heart, soul, and body together for my friends. Oh, but I think you look absolutely marvelous. Come on, Dorian. A woman needs a little time before a date. Be a sport. Okay. It's probably late anyway. Well, I guess I'm not going to get a little peek at him, am I? Oh, you are something else. I mean, here, not too long ago, you have lost Richard, and now you're already so interested in someone else. Good night, Dorian. Good night. Have a nice time. You lucky gal. Well, it's not just Dorian. I don't want anyone else to know about it either. But when Dorian finds out that we're engaged, she will do everything that she can to keep us from getting married.
Okay, fine. All the more reason to tell her right away. I'll tell her myself.
No. Peter, please wait.
And why don't you just let me handle Dorian now? I'll go to her and I'll tell her straight out that you and I love each other and are going to be married, and if she doesn't like it or can't accept it, that's her problem, not ours.
She'll strike back.
We love each other, right? There's not much she can do to hurt us, is there? Trust me.
I do. It's just that Dorian is the kind of person that...
Try to remember. She's lonely, she's vulnerable. That makes her very human. As soon as she knows that there's nothing she can do to change the way you and I feel about each other, she'll come round.
Oh, I just don't know.
You're not in this alone anymore. I'll handle it. All right.
Jenny isn't here. That's who you're looking for.
I know. I came to see you. Kathy's decision not to go to Ed Hall about you gives us another chance, Brad.
Us? You kept me in pure hell for several days there because of your principles. And now you want to patch things up?
There was no other way, Brad. I had to tell Kathy. I'm her doctor. I couldn't let her go on living in fear, especially after I found out that you were the cause of it. It was difficult. I know I endangered our family, your marriage. It had to be done. Brad, we're a small family. And since your mother's death, we've grown further and further apart. I want us to be closer. Sam is going through a very difficult period now. She needs the security of family unit. I think you and Jenny need that too. If we could build something good, we can forget and forgive the past.
Well, I just don't feel like forgiving and forgetting. I mean, the memory of the hell that you put me in is just a little too fresh.
Stop blaming everybody else, Brad, for things you brought on yourself.
You cut it out. You just cut it out. I am not your patient and I am not on your couch.
Maybe you should be. The last thing I want to do is put you down, Brad. Look, my whole life, my work is devoted toward helping people find their self-respect, their self-value. Why would I want to deprive my own son of that?
You never approved of anything I ever did you?
If you could control your hostility toward me, we could work out our differences.
Oh, my...